is Morning Crossfire on 95.1 Nigeria Info.
All right, it's 6:15 right here on Nigeria Info 95.1 Abuja. Time for us to see what the headlines are saying this morning. We'll be going through the Punch, Daily Trust, the Guardian, the Vanguard, and the Nation.
Hot and fresh off the press, these are the front pages.
We're streaming live on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. So go onto these platforms to watch the show live and be a part of the conversation this morning. Let's start off with the Vanguard. Emergency rule in Rivers. Federal government governors disagree. Protest rocks Ondo as armed headsmen kill 5 farmers. Policeman, 11 militia gang members killed in Benue community. Crude for Naira deal. Dangote suspends sale of petrol in Naira. Audit panel to federal government. Are prisons in deplorable conditions? Delta State Governor Wasima, others advocate measures to strengthen local content drive. And that's it on the Vanguard this morning.
And now let's take a look at the front page of the Punch newspapers. A cover story here says, Rivers emergency rule. FG deploys 10,000 troops against vandals as opposition NLC protest. FRSC arrests 7,700 for use of fake number plates. Imo landlord arrested for shooting tenant's son. 17 Edo LG chairman dump PDP for APC. Naira appreciates to 1,530 Naira 52 kobo to the dollar at official window. Minimum wage, NYC to spend 307.6 billion Naira on corpers allowances. PDP Adeleke protests as APC demands emergency rule in Osun. Air Peace reduces airfare on London-Lagos route. Naira for crude, fuel price hike looms as Dangote and NPCL talks fail. Police confirm death of inspector, 12 gunmen in fierce battle. Tinubu was ill-advised. NNPP condemns emergency rule in Rivers. And finally, on the Punch newspapers, PDP slams Wike, APC over Secretariat land revocation, says threat to democracy. These and many more headlines you'd find on the Punch newspapers today.
Moving on now to The Guardian. Has got this major headline: stalled Naira for crude deal. Imminent end to subsidized petrol as FX PMS face major disruption. Many feared dead. Cars burned as tanker explosion rocks Abuja. Federal government dismisses World Health Organization report on stockout of essential HIV drugs. SDP denies connection, party funding by Tinubu. Shetima tasks lawmakers on food security legislations. Federal government reads riot acts to states as Nigerians rule state of emergency in Rivers. Natasha, Constituents reject sham recall process as Kogi REC dismisses rumor. Okpebolo predicts victory for Tinubu in 2027 as 17 local government bosses dump PDP. AFCC arrests Bauchi AG, others over alleged 70 billion naira fraud. Working group submits reports, seeks urgent help for correctional centers. And that's it on The Guardian.
A quick look at the front page of the Daily Trust newspapers. A top story here says, "Are Nigerians truly happy amid economic hardship? Fuel price may rise as Naira for crude deal stalls. Poor sanitation, overcrowding push meningitis deaths to 55 in Kebbi. Zamfara PDP flays Matawale for supporting Fubara's suspension. Fake number plates. FRSC records 7,798 arrests in 2 months. Correctional centers still in bad condition, says visitation panel. Abuja explosion. National Hospital, Asokoro Hospital filled with victims. Many feared dead, vehicles burnt as gas tanker explodes in Abuja. Administrator may get withheld rivers allocation, says FG. Tinubu swears in Ibas as rivers administrator. Tinubu urges Senate to confirm 5 RECs. Rivers emergency rule has 2027 political undertone, says the PDP. And finally, on the Daily Trust, FG begins fresh promotion exercise for NSCDC, immigration, fire, NCOS personnel. These and many more you'd find on the Daily Trust newspapers.
And our final stop this morning is The Nation. Federal government indicts Fubara in bombing of oil pipeline. The writers right here say AGF explains why decision on emergency rule was taken. Situation in River State not same as in Borno, others in 2013. Suspended governor out of government house, Ibas sworn in. Court vacates order on Natasha. Recall process begins. Federal government injects 32.8 billion naira into basic healthcare. FCCPC explains role in consumer rights. FCTA to take possession of 4,794 revoked Abuja properties. Dangote's planned sale of petrol in dollar raises pump price hike fears. And finally, NACA assures of uninterrupted HIV drug supply. That's a good place to leave it on The Nation. Time to get to your reactions right now. We are streaming live on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. You can send a WhatsApp message or a voice note to the WhatsApp number 080-9993-0137. We've got about 60 seconds to go on a quick breather. Let's take some messages on our WhatsApp to get started.
On WhatsApp, this says, "Good morning. I don't know why our government is like this. Why not declare a state of emergency on insecurity? Fulani headsmen run rampage, killing innocent Nigerians while the FG keeps mute. This is just a terrible situation." Fitzgerald from Airport Road sends that in. And a quick one here says, Dangote suspends sale of petrol in Naira, so we will start buying fuel in dollars. What a country. St. Jude from Gwagwalada says, we'll have to go on a quick commercial break at this time. You can keep your messages, voice notes coming through on WhatsApp. You can also watch live on Facebook or on YouTube at Nigeria Info Abuja. Drop your comments, and right after this, we'll take them. Don't go away.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria Info. This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria Info. This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria Info. This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria Info. This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria Info. This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria Info. This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria Info. This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria Info. This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria Info. This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria Info. This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is
37 and 080 95 97. So please go straight.
You're generous.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning, Itodo. Good morning, Nigeria full family.
Welcome, sir.
I remember myself about Lake Baba Ali. I'm calling from PW this morning.
Please go ahead.
My heart and thought is with the family of those who lost their lives and those who are injured. May God grant them quick recovery. This has portrayed the fact that we have always emphasized that all these heavy trucks carrying product should always ply the road when there is less traffic. You understand? In order to avoid this kind of things, what is wrong if they ply the road from 10 p.m.? The road will be free for them, or they ply the road before 5 a.m. At least, so that we can. This is avoidable. It is avoidable. And on the issue of, I thank God that the governors are speaking. If they don't speak, it will get to them one after the other. And on this Fubara matter, where is PDP? PDP have not spoken. Can you just imagine? It's party. So let us continue like that. And there's a headline that says Nigerians are happy. Which
All right on time there. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts. Let's move on to somebody else. Good morning.
Good morning, my lovely brother from North Central part of Nigeria, Mr. Itodo.
Good morning. Welcome.
This is your lovely brother from North Central, living in Kubwa, Federal Housing, Malaharuna. Morning, sir, and my lovely sister.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
APC target also to declare a state of emergency in Osun State. Mr. Itodo and my sister.
Yeah.
All plan A, plan B in the APC and the lead by Bola Tinubu, they will fail because Nigerians are ready for them to do something. Anybody who deceive himself, they Tinubu come out to the power. He deceive himself because this kind of the slow democracy, attacking the people, people's voting. People are voting for their choice, and they want to make Nigeria one party system. Nigeria is bigger than everybody. I'm telling you. So anybody speaking say no matter also do the service. What is that? Our player, let us save ourselves with good health.
All right.
When we reach the service, you see by 2:00, Tinubu will go back to Lagos.
All
That's
right.
God. Nigeria
All right.
pass them. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning. Are you there?
Are you
Hello?
there? Okay.
Something happening with your connection. Sorry about that. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome, sir. Please move away from your device so we can hear you
Gabriella
clearly.
from
Go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
You see whether the state of emergency has come to stay. The sole legislator has been sworn in. So what is now left for?
Well, it hasn't come to stay yet. Hold on.
To bring peace.
Hold on. Can you hear us?
It hasn't come to stay yet.
Hello?
The National Assembly hasn't voted
Hello?
on it. He can't seem to
he
hear
can't
me.
seem to hear us. Sadly.
Sorry about that. Let's go on to our live feed right now. Take some comments and messages on our YouTube and Facebook at this time.
All right, on Facebook, Moaza John Lasisi from Buari, Abuja says, Rivers emergency rule, I pray that it will bring good governance to the people. Dr. Mrs. Maolebara from Owerri says, as long as the dictates of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria are not obeyed by all and sundry, as long as the separation of power is not obeyed to the letter, as long as we do not strictly and religiously obey the laws we set up for ourselves, we will continue running in crisis. So declaration of emergency will be done before approval by the lawmakers. What type of democracy are we practicing? Is this elusive democracy? Shall we keep quiet and allow evil to ravage and bestride our polity unchallenged? How did we get here? Why wasn't Wike also suspended? Is this fair? Is what she says. And Nwachuku Kennedy Chinedu from Okukwa Umuhu Okwato. It says, good morning. On the declaration of state of emergency by the president, it cannot and will never be the solution to the crisis. Instead, it will cause more harm than good. Let Tinubu call Wike to order because Wike remains the arrowhead of the crisis going on in Rivers. Wike should know that no one is more Catholic than the Pope and no king reigns forever. That's what he says.
Looking at what you're saying on our live feed on YouTube at this time, Shaidu Muhammad says couldn't connect on the app since yesterday, watching live from SA. Good to have you join us this morning. We'll look into that and hope that you're able to connect in good time. Hafsad Moazu, good one from Air Peace flight. Tanker explosion in Abuja, really sad one. We're hoping for a lasting solution to tanker explosions. Gideon Akintade, good to have you both this morning. Rivers crisis has been making the rounds for months now. I hope this drastic step taken by the president is not politically calculated. It is well with us. And Oche Kelvin from MRB says, it's sad hearing about the tanker explosion again with casualties after the cries for federal government to do something about it, and yet nothing has been done. May the souls of the departed rest in peace. The Yanya situation is very alarming. May God Almighty prevent future occurrences, is what Mahmoud Mohammed says. And finally, Ogunlade Taiwo, Pastor TJ, says, agree to all shall be well with Nigeria.
Let's get back to your calls. Good morning.
Good morning. The cute, sweet sounding, beautiful Gabriella and Nagabi Duwan Itodo.
Welcome.
You're welcome.
My name is ESV Idikan, calling from Airport Road.
Go ahead.
Itodo,
Yes.
I'm worried about this River State. After listening to the Leonard Silk, Femi Falana last night, I began to get worried. You know why?
Why is that?
Now, yes, I know it was a drastic measure the president took, but then let him not set bad precedents. Because something very instructive Falana said last night was, if this president, as a political strategist, wants to conquer, for instance, the southeastern vote, he could wait towards the end of 2026. He could allegedly sponsor some problems in those states, wake up one money and declare state of emergency on the 5 southeastern states and set aside all the governors. Do you know there's a possibility? And then they will now say they did it in Rivers.
Can that even happen to all the states you mentioned simultaneously?
Last night on channel television. They said that.
You can hear you.
And it got me worried.
Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
I can hear you now.
Yeah, so Itodo was asking if that can happen to all the other states simultaneously.
It can. For instance, now, if somebody sponsors mayhem, now they now say IPOB, Masoba, causing problem in the 5 southeastern states, and insecurity rises. You can't point a finger where it's going to start from. And people say, please, to save life and property of the southeastern states, it sets aside all the democratically elected districts, and then put sole administrator. And while that's going, before their tenure ends, we conduct an election. This is very instructive. Let people think twice.
All right.
You don't use legality to solve a problem.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you as well. Good morning.
Good morning, the angelic Gabriella, Itodo, Abubakar calling from Google. I greet all the contributors and the callers.
You're welcome.
Thank you. It's a very unfortunate yesterday tanker explosion in Abuja. It has been tanker explosion galore across the nationwide, everywhere, and nothing is no drastic action. They drive without restriction. The tanker drivers, they drive recklessly. It is the experience here, even in Gwagwalada. They will be approaching Gwagwalada at the top of their speed. Just only last week, a tanker driver smashed about 7 motorcyclists, though there was no life loss.
Where did that happen?
In Gwagwalada here. In Gwagwalada last week. The tanker driver came and they will be approaching junction without even restriction. They will not apply any restriction when they will come at the top of their speed. And it is high time the BIO, the road safety, apply some restriction to these tanker drivers. And I believe they are scared of them because now there is no pressure group like tanker driver. They are afraid they may block the highway. That is why they do all things with impunities. It is better if we don't treat driving as a noble profession, so it will be causing losses of life and property continuously.
All right.
And they are got. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Itodo and Gabriella. My name is Emeka.
You're welcome, Emeka. Go ahead.
Yes, honestly, when I saw the gory picture yesterday online concerning the tanker explosion, it breaks my heart because I'm sad because of what happened, and I'm sadder because I know it will happen again in some place, another place. I'm not praying for it, but the reality is what I'm trying to project here. This is not the first. This year, at least, we've had about 5 or 6 tanker explosions and tank fire explosions in so many states. So I don't know. They will say they are on top of it. They will investigate, and it will end. These governments have they have lost their priority, and they've started chasing shadows. In what is happening in River State, let me tell you the truth. The greatest problem, judiciary should be the last hope of common man. But it's unfortunate. Judiciary they are using technicalities and other means, to debase our democracy. This thing happened in 2004 in Plateau State, and it was brought before the judiciary, but they use technicalities. If they had set a precedent, this issue would not, that we know this thing would not be brought, because the president is hanging on some history, because it has happened in River State. What happened? They brought it before the judiciary, and they said that the house that brought it was the State House of Assembly that brought it.
All right.
And they're not even supposed to bring it because they have lost their seats. Thank you very much.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts. Let's go on to WhatsApp and take some of your comments. At this time, you can send a voice note as well to the WhatsApp number 08099300137. WhatsApp.
All right, some of your messages on WhatsApp now. This says it's a known fact that to Nigerians that Tinubu had been a known Democrat for decades, but his current actions show that he has not. Nigerians should wake up to contain this lawlessness. Sonny from Ado, Nasarawa State sent that message in. And this one here says, good morning, Itodo and Gabriella. Tinubu, the president, lacks the constitutional authority to remove a sitting governor. The same National Assembly that can impeach a president also has the power to unseat a governor. Furthermore, any declaration of a state of emergency in Rivers State requires the National Assembly's approval to be valid. Governor Fubara remains the rightful governor of Rivers State and should maintain his position until the National Assembly makes a determination. That's from Honorable Ambassador Fwangshak Isaiah Dipang from Dusay.
And Danjuma Eagle, aka Baba Reza from Sabon Wuse, says, please, I have a question for the president. It's a challenging one. And it goes thus. After the Supreme Court judgment that compelled the governor of Rivers State to submit or resubmit the budget to the Rivers State House of Assembly, and in compliance with the Supreme Court directive, the governor of Rivers State deliberately went to the State House of Assembly to submit the budget. On getting to the gate, he was blocked and he had no access into the premises. Even the assembly members were not on seats to receive the governor, despite his earlier notification to the assembly. From the above light, what has Tinubu done to call the attention of the State House of Assembly members in Abuja for peace to prevail, is a question that he is asking. And Wale Fatunla says the crisis in River State is a national embarrassment driven by the power struggle between Governor Fubara and his predecessor. Their ambitions have paralyzed governance, fueling instability and economic setback. Fubara's leadership and Wike's refusal to relinquish control has cripple the state. Rivers people deserve better. Both men must prioritize governance over personal battles. If they fail, history will remember them for political greed and not leadership. The time for real leadership is now, is how Wale ends his message.
And a quick one, and we get back to your calls. This says, I pity all the Yorubas that are supporting this. It's, okay. Dari from Gwagwalada.
Be very mindful of the thoughts that you send in. Okay, we're all about unity and togetherness. As much as we want you to share your thoughts, please be respectful of everybody. You can't speak on behalf of everybody else. Let's get back to the phone lines.
Good morning.
Good morning.
The voice, how are you?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
My name is Mrs. Omeza. Angel, I love your voice when you read news. Well done.
Thank you.
I'm calling from Buhari. Sis, I always ask myself, sometimes in life, what I work for, I want that particular thing. I don't get it. But sometimes what I don't just work for, it will come my way. Then I remember that life is more spiritual than physical. Sis, my brothers have called, so many people have sent message. Most of us, they don't remember that call member that had issue with her ZO. I just want to appeal to Nigerians. Please, we should not leave her. Do not allow trending issue make us forget her. Because I remember I said, when the time is ripe, it might be difficult for her to get a job. I said this so that it will be in the mind of people to have her now and always. Quickly, when you see somebody that is eloquent, I have issues with English, not be my fault, my mother's tongue, it's my whole bringing. But the moment you people that are eloquent say, when they are talking, you know that what they are reading is somebody wrote it, say, go talk am. Or they know that that thing is not right. God have way of exposing people. I'm telling you, I don't talk anything, but we should read in between the lines. Finally, they have started recall process. They want to recall Sister Natasha. Now a group came out and said, they called us that they want to share food for us. All of a sudden, they asked us to append signature. Now we are hearing that we want to recall our sister. It's not true. Another group is saying that they want to recall her because they do not trust her. Again, the question now is, I said, in this country, sometimes you know the truth, but because you are afraid that when you stand for the truth, your people will not be there for you when the chips are down. Some people will keep quiet. Please, what wrong has you done that they want to recall? You would think it's a joke. When we're in school, when we're in school, when they want to, let me use English, when they want to gather people to join system in school, they will just come for birthday. When you go for birthday, before you know, they'll say you are a member. I'm telling you, you cannot go out because they know so many people don't want to involve in that particular. So that is it. You go for birthday, you become a member.
All right.
Now, National Assembly, they went for sitting. All of a sudden, they say yes, they approved that Natasha should go on suspension. Another group went to collect food. They said that signature. So by and by, what I want to conclude by saying is, Nigerians, be careful what you go, where you go, what you say, and where you append your signature.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you as well for sharing
your thoughts.
Let's take some of your voice notes on WhatsApp. The WhatsApp number is 080-999-30137.
A very good morning to you all, the anchor of the programs, listeners, and contributors. My name is Tim. Yes, we want to talk about the happenings in Rivers State. Thank God, the judiciary are coming out on individual basis, on corporate basis, are saying what the president did was not right. That also, the governors are also coming out and are saying what the president did is not right. That is to say also, and it's getting worrisome from the report we're getting from the Senate, on the background from all places, that this is a predetermined ideology from the presidency to take out the governor of the state. And due process was not followed. And leadership should lead by example. What do you have when the leadership are not sincere? They never abide by the oath of the office they took. In other words, I return back to say, until our reforms are in place, until we do the right thing, then we may not get it right. Do have a lovely day.
All right.
Wishing you the best.
All right. Hello, thank you very much for that.
Good morning, Nigeria Info. This is Asalam from South. The issue of Natasha, we're supposed to leave this Natasha alone and let her go back to office, because Natasha is not our problem. Our problem now is our dollars, the fuels, and this Cameroon that wants to take our land. That is the issue. That are the issue that we have in ground now. That is what our National Assembly is supposed to be facing. How Nigeria will survive. And they are talking about Natasha. Our Senate and the rest should wake up. Find the solution to this country. Let us start from this petrol thing that is high every day. Our dollar that is high every day, and this Cameroon that wants to take back our land. Nigeria happy. We are talking about woman. Natasha every day.
Good morning, Itodo. Good morning, my sister. My name remains Al-Hassan Tatami Dola from Gondaraka local government state. Let me talk about the urgent yesterday. Let me tell you, I don't know why even somebody is seeking, and if you tell the person that he is going to take 3 injections, if you take 1 or 2, after it's okay, you cannot go and take the remaining 1. That is Nigeria for you, because how can dispute federal government or FCT say no, any trailer will pass that road until 10 or before, after everybody go out workers, and at the end of the day, they keep that, then kick against that constitution that they say. Now, see, look at us people born yesterday. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much for sharing your thoughts right there. It's 6:52 right here, and we've been going through the headlines and getting your reactions to them. You can catch up on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. We need to go on a break in less than 2 minutes, but we'll go through some of your messages real quick. At 7 o'clock, it'll be time for the lead.
Right, on Facebook, Dezevas Taga Cool says, good morning. Obunike Paul says, FG sends 10,000 troops to guard oil pipeline, so we have such a number of troops while there's a lot of insecurity and thriving. What's up, Mr. President? Mike Mfon Senior says, Malam Haruna from Kubwa's introduction is too long. Why not keep it simple? Chukudi Osu says, Tinubu declares state of emergency in Rivers State and also suspends Fubara that has issue with Wike, but Wike still stands as his minister. I need more answers for that, is what he says. Also, Francis Namani from Enugu State says, the federal government should do everything possible to fix Nigeria's refineries and ensure that fuel is sold at affordable prices. Imagine an oil-producing nation like Nigeria importing fuel and battling fuel price hike, which way Nigeria.
Ayo from Maytama says, without sounding defensive, the Constitution allows the president to take extraordinary measures. Extraordinary measure is at the prerogative of the president. God bless Nigeria. And if the president had not declared the state of emergency, the House of Assembly would have continued with your impeachment process, and that would have led to further crisis. So the president has even given Fubara time to reach a political solution by declaring a state of emergency. Let all parties come to the round table and be ready to shift grounds for one another to move Rivers State forward. Maxwell in Suleja says, I'm yet to hear state of emergency on hotspot kidnap zones in the country, which have left many devastated. I'm yet to hear same on Boko Haram, which has claimed lives and still claiming lives of more Nigerians in the country. I'm yet to hear same on the headsmen who have killed and destroyed many farmlands. Because River State has not given what they want, they have swiftly declared a state of emergency to protect their interests. God is counting and we are watching, is how he ends his message.
Final comment, I guess I can squeeze this in. Says, how can heavy-duty trucks be carrying dangerous commodities like cement, CNG, etc. in the 21st century? Desmond Maraba from Karu, Nasarawa State. A quick break for the commercials, and I'll be right back for the lead at 7.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.